What's going on, guys? This is my first YouTube video. I'm gonna be showing y'all around my Fbody Camaro and what I'm doing to it right now. This is the car as it sits right now. I'm currently welding on a Rock Solid Motorsports. I actually bought it from Tick Performance, but it's from Rock Solid Motorsports. Tubular front end on it, and that panel right there, I have a panel from Jegs to cover that up. That was just to keep animals and stuff out during the winter. It's pretty much stock. I got it as a V6 car, and that's about as far as it goes. I've gutted everything out of the interior besides the door panels and the whatever it's called, the headliner. I got Kirky seats for it, and I have a whole wiring kit and from K&R, I think it is. I haven't really decided yet about, putting a cage in it or not. A 10-point chrome LED cage is what I would do if I did. My boss says I need to just go ahead and do it and get it out of the way because you're going to run into tech at races, and I don't know how lenient they'll be because I'm hoping to run like 6.0, 7.0 index with this car. Nothing too fast yet because, I'm 17, about to be 18. I don't have the money of some of these big guys to be able to just, run a 4-second car or something, but it is what it is. I guess I'll decide that, and it'll be in a YouTube video if I do. As of right now, it's got the stock 7.5-inch rear end in it. I plan on leaving that in there until I get the car running because I really want to get it running before this school year or before the end of this school year so I can drive it to school. But I have a Ford 8.8 at my house that I'll have to fabricate to fit under it. I've bought a BMR tubular front end, or not tubular front end, tubular K-member, and it's at my house right now. I just haven't put it on. And I have a Ford Pinto rack. It's a manual rack to convert from that power steering. Yeah, I've eliminated the anti-roll bar. That's pretty common anyways. But okay, so I've told you about the car, or the rundown on the car. The motor is a Junkyard 5.3, but I've had it machined at R&R Speed Machine in Huntsville, and they machined it for flatness, line honed it, put ARP. It's got ARP through and through in the bottom end, and I have ARP head studs. The heads are stock 706 castings, but they have the same valves, but they have BTR double valve springs with titanium retainers, and they have been machined, I think, 10,000, so it's not really going to change the compression that much. The bottom end is basically stock. It's got the stock cast crankshaft in it, but it's got Gen 4 LS rods in it. Also, it has flat top pistons in it to raise the compression just a little bit, and the Gen 4 rods are just a good bit stronger than the stock Gen 3 rods. I have ARP bolts all in those. I have total seal rings in it, Johnson lifters. I'm currently building it right now. These are the parts I have for it. And I have a Holley Terminator X computer to put in the car, to run the motor and stuff. So I don't have to use the factory. I have a VS Racing 76 or 7875 turbo to put on it. I'm hoping to make like 600-700. Maybe not that high to start with, but that turbo caps at about 800 horsepower, I think it is. But other than that, I have an Aeromotive A1000 fuel pump and Aeromotive regulator. I'm gonna do like all AN lines and stuff in the car. As you can see in the description or in the the title, I'm trying to get this car ready for Lights Out. I don't know which one it is. There's they have a bunch of numbers, but the race Lights Out in Valdosta, Georgia. I'm hoping to road trip it down there to have the car done. I think the race is February 24th, I believe. So I got a lot of stuff to do to this car, and I hope y'all would like to see and watch me do it along the way. All right, so that's enough of me talking. If you stuck with me this long, thank you. Now we're gonna get to me I'm gonna try to complete, you know, the other side, I have one side of the, you know, the bars done that come down to the actual frame, or the bars that extend from the frame. I'll try to get the other side done and the bar that goes across to connect the two. So first step today is going to be this cut right here. I mean, it's not a very great cut. I cut it all with the Sawzall. The instructions are kind of vague, so, you know, if y'all did this yourself, you know, just leave you enough material that you can adjust it some. But I'm fixing to have to, you know, get that and make it more square to that, and then, I mean, it won't be perfect, but I can fill in the gap. But this right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, it kind of leans a little bit, you know, to the front, and this bar has to sit flush up against that all the way down there, you know, to meet at the same spot on each side of it. So let's get to it. And always, kids, wear your safety glasses. This is what I got so far right here. I got it tacked up there. I got it tacked down there. I'm about to go ahead and tack this bar right here. But I had to do some, like, you see those little plates right there. That's not how it's actually meant to go on there. I just had to improvise because, you know, again, like that one, the cuts were a little bit off and it was just easier. That worked out pretty good that way. But this pre-cut bar they sent is kind of, you know, it's a little bit short. So what I'm about to do is I'm gonna have to get a ratchet strap right here to there and just pull it in a little bit, tack it, and then it should be fine, just like that. Now what I got is this main tube right here in the middle of it. Got it tacked in on both sides of it, and now I've got this main hoop that goes across the front. It should sit something like that right there. If I can get to stand up, yeah. And that should support the front of the bumper. Yep, it's coming together. All this tacked up. I have that up there welded. I'm gonna have to finish welding all of this down here completely, all of this, and then I'm gonna bring my fenders and my bumper, and I'll have to have that bumper to mount that big hoop right here because that's the support for it. And I'll video me mounting that, and that's gonna conclude this video. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next video.